It is Labor Day today, and I hope you're all sleeping. But I decided to get up. I usually don't do holidays. It's Tom Grody. It's 7:07. It's time for 7 minutes of sunshine. But I decided to do today for a couple reasons. One is it's Labor Day, and I wanted to share a little bit about what Labor Day really means. And secondly, I will be doing I've got my 100th broadcast scheduled for October 2nd, and I have Jim Obergefell scheduled to interview, and I didn't want to mess that up. So I had to do today, or I wouldn't have had my 100th show on that date. So there you go. So it's a bonus, I guess. And I'm also in my husband's office. This is his office because he's sound asleep. And I had to remove the this sign from behind me because I don't want to come across political. All right, I'm being tongue in cheek there, but I didn't want to have it blurry the entire time. But anyway, the husband is working on the Biden campaign. He's the Ohio LGBTQ coordinator for the campaign, which is pretty cool. So you can imagine it's 24/7 politics around the Grody household, and I got my vote responsibly shirt on today. But beside me is a little photograph I found about labor. And you can see those are some Woolworth workers striking and asking for a 40-hour work week. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the labor movement. We've had so many movements in this country, and if it weren't for those movements, we simply just wouldn't have many of the things we have today. And we tend to forget that. And the current movement we have around social justice, and I think we'll see one more around economic justice as well, and justice in general, is so important. And in every movement, they're happening for a reason, right? So I'm going to talk more about that. But first, I'm going to do the practice today, get us started off in a good way this week, since it is a Monday, even though I hope you're resting up and you are enjoying your holiday, right? So we'll start with our values. Mine are love, courage, family, and community. And my superpower is to inspire, to be in spirit. How are you going to use your superpower this week? And then connecting with our family, which is so important and so helpful. Is a great way to start the day, is thinking about folks who you love most in the world. And the Dalai Lama. Every day, think as you wake up, today I'm fortunate to be alive. I have a precious human life and I'm not going to waste it. And India Ari, we are worthy, we are deserving of respect and high regard simply because we exist. And all right, we'll get some more in here for you. Let's see here. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And remembering our self-care, always starting with loving ourselves, holding ourselves in the palm of our hands. Take care of ourselves so we take care of others. We only have one mind, one body. Drink plenty of water. We're mostly water, so drink a lot of water. Eat lots of fruits and vegetables, crowd out the bad stuff, and exercise every day. And finally, I think this is so important. We will not go back to normal. Normal never was. Our pre-corona existence was not normal, other than we normalized greed, inequity, exhaustion, depletion, extraction. We should not long to return, my friends. We are being given the opportunity to stitch a new garment, one that fits all of humanity and nature. All right. And, I want to, as part of the practice, make this part of our practice as well. And that is to grounding ourselves every day in the notion that they are us, right? They are us, because all day long we are bombarded with messages about they, us, and them. We are us, they are them. And we are being told to hate them. Being told that by so many messages every single day. Block them out because they're bullshit. All right, there you go. So I want to show a little something real quick that I think you will like a lot. So here we go. Here we go.
Of us, Labor Day means time off from work, maybe a barbecue to mark the official end of summer. But how much do you know about what inspired its creation? The labor movement. The labor movement started around the Industrial Revolution, a time in the late 19th century when America exploded in size and wealth. Advances in technology created manufacturing jobs, and people moved to cities to work in factories. But it wasn't the workers getting rich. It was their bosses who raked in big profits by paying low wages for long hours. Fed up with big business, industrial workers created unions to fight for better conditions. Unions are the backbone of the labor movement. But what exactly did they accomplish? Well, for one, you can thank the labor movement for your work-free weekend. In the late 1800s, the average American worked as much as 100 hours a week. Unions held strikes to demand shorter work weeks and an 8-hour workday to make time for family and relaxation. The most famous strike, the Haymarket Riots, happened in Chicago on May 1st, 1886, with thousands of people taking to the streets, and their voices only grew louder from there. The labor movement also protested child labor. Remember those black and white photos of children with dirty, sad faces wearing overalls and beanie caps? Those kids weren't playing outside, but they were working in factories. In 1881, unions demanded that businesses stop hiring kids under 14, and slowly but surely, measures against child labor caught on around the country. Eventually, all those protests got results. In 1938, Congress passed a law called the Fair Labor Standards Act, which set the 40-hour work week, regulated child labor, and set standards for minimum wage and overtime pay. In the 1930s and 1940s, workers were also able to negotiate health benefit plans from their employers. Though union membership is on a decline today, it's undeniable that the labor movement forever changed the way Americans live, work, and even relax.
Young people in large numbers came out and joined what became known as the Red Guards.
I'm here. Oh, come on. Gosh darn it. All right. Well, I'm not sure if you can hear me or not. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. Ooh, my software gets a little sticky. So there you go. That's a little bit about the labor movement, and we have so much to be grateful for, right? Today is a time to remember the folks, frankly, many who it cost them their lives so that we could have a 40-hour work week, so that labor could be treated with respect and human dignity, right? So thank you, labor. Thank you, all those folks who stood up on those picket lines, who faced danger. People died. Thank you. Thank you. And to everybody who's standing up today for human dignity, for our common humanity, to be heard so that we can make things better. Thank you. Right? Let's think about everybody. Let's think about all the folks that are standing up. I'm thinking about my friend Mary Manat today, as she stood up on a chair at a Pence rally and stood up for what she believed. I'm thinking about all of my friends, the Indivisibles. I'm thinking about all the folks in the social justice movement today. I'm thinking about all my LGBTQ friends who put themselves in danger. I'm thinking about all the women who have stood up. I'm thinking about the Matriots. I'm thinking about my LGBTQ friends of color, my BIPOC friends. I'm thinking about my trans friends today, everybody. And we're doing it not only for ourselves, but we're doing it to make things better for everybody, right? So let's think about that today. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, even when it's really damn cloudy out, the sun is always shining. Have a good one. Bye.